Hibernating the Raspberry Pi Pico or Pico W vastly reduces its power need, which makes battery-powered projects practical for things like IoT sensors. It may even make green energy and solar-powered projects viable, even here in the UK, where sun isn't something we can guarantee. Hi, I'm John, your concierge to the world of the Raspberry Pi Pico, robotics, IoT and other fun tech. Remember to subscribe and join the community. This is my 3-minute summary on the hibernating the Raspberry Pi Pico. If you have time, why not check out the full video? In this video, I'm returning to the tricky area of putting the Pico into a dormant state and, importantly, returning it to a full operational state. This is an area I failed with previously, but things have moved on and I've got some reliable examples to share. By putting the Pico to sleep, we can vastly reduce its power usage. A Pico flashing an LED draws about 25 milliamps of power, whereas a dormant mode, it draws about 0.7 milliamps. Quite a saving. So a Pico that is running 24/7, which runs for 20 hours on a 500 milliamp hour battery. If we hibernate though for 50 seconds every minute, then we can survive for 4 days, 9 hours. And if we only run for 10 seconds every 5 minutes, that becomes 14 days. I have 3 examples on GitHub: single core, Wi-Fi and FreeRTOS Kernel. Combining Wi-Fi and FreeRTOS Kernel is an issue, and I'll come back to that. These are all based on Pico SDK 1.5.1 and additional services in the Pico Extras library. In all of these examples, I'm going to just flash an LED when I'm awake, then use a real-time clock, the DS3231, to wake the Pico up. I'm using the ChronoDot version 2 because I want to have some control over the pull-up resistors and be able to reduce the power drain. For the simplest example, I'm just going to flash an LED a few times and then sleep. The sleep code will use the DS3231 to wake me up. I have a class to manage this and set a delay timer. The dormant class will handle the sleep and wake. A lot of this code is provided by the Pico Extras library, though we also need to do some clock management to switch the clock to the Pico internal crystal and to reset the clocks when we wake up. This gives us a demo where we can crash the power usage of the Pico from 25 milliamps right down to 1 milliamp. For Wi-Fi, we need of course to initialize connection to the Wi-Fi service, but it's key here to de-initialize the Wi-Fi before going to sleep. Otherwise the CYW43 chip will continue to draw current and reduce our battery life. In my example here, all I'm doing is calling the CYW43 dinit function. The Pico W uses a lot more power for Wi-Fi mode. In fact, the Pico W needs to draw more than 200 milliamps to connect to Wi-Fi, which surprised me. This has caused me an issue with measuring, as my multimeter would only measure either 200 milliamps or 10 amp scale. The dormant function also works well in FreeRTOS Kernel, and to my surprise does not upset the scheduler. We do though need an additional capability. I think to make this work, we need to be able to warn tasks that we're going to sleep. I have the LED being flashed by a task. If I don't warn that task that we're going to sleep, we could hibernate with the LED still turned on, which would burn a lot of current. To prevent that, I've got an observer pattern where I allow notification to those observers of both shutting down and waking up. I use FreeRTOS Kernel in combination with Wi-Fi to give me full IP stack and sockets. Hibernate does not work properly in this scenario. There appears to be a bug in the Wi-Fi dinit function that the interrupt handles are not being reset properly. This is causing the Pico to panic and crash. The only workaround I can find is to cause the Pico to reboot on wake up. To do that, I'm going to use the watchdog timer and let its trigger restart it. Not everything works perfectly, I do admit. I'm not the only one to have issues in this area, and it's quite difficult to debug actually. I will keep you updated on my progress though. If you like the video and it helps your learning or projects, why not drop me a cash tip using that super thanks button below the video. Remember, I'm saving these up to get myself to open source in San Francisco next year. I appreciate your help in getting me there and hope to see you there too. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye for now.